Hey YouTube, we're Christians and we have 5 questions for atheists. Hopefully this will help us better understand where you guys are coming from.
Alright, let's get right to it. The first question is fairly common, but the answers are always interesting.
Question 1. What kind of evidence would it take for you to believe in God?
Granted, this probably isn't what you mean by evidence, but I would have to say God coming down and saying something like, "Hey, gonna finish those curly fries?" I know it sounds like I'm making light of the question, but I'm serious. That's all it would take. So, needless to say, it hasn't happened.
Question 2. Is there anything that I can do that could possibly convince you that God exists?
Like, would any argument we could make have the potential to persuade you?
I'm leaning towards not really, but it's not really a good strategy to assume you never will and not to hear what you have to say. So I do take it upon myself to actually hear the arguments just in case I'm wrong.
Question 3. If you realized that an all-loving God existed, would you desire to have a relationship with Him?
Again, I'm leaning towards probably not, because I'm a solitary individual and I enjoy my space. So I wouldn't really feel any need to build a relationship with him, to be honest. Unless he enjoys movies like The Expendables or games like Red Dead Redemption, then we might have something.
If you said yes to that question, would you want to have a relationship with him just to get into heaven or for some other reason?
And on a peculiar side note, just because there's an all-knowing, all-loving, and all-powerful being does not necessarily mean there's a heaven. Just want to throw that out there.
Question 4. Have you ever met a Christian who lives their life in such a way that it is clear that they really believe in an all-loving God?
Yes, actually. My parents.
And question 5. Has the presence or lack of that type of Christian had any impact on your atheism?
That would be a no. What some Christians may or may not have done had little bearing on my turning away. As I like to put it, my turning away was more based in self-reflection, in which I came to a rather, again, peculiar conclusion that most of what theists believe is absurd, ludicrous, and oftentimes arrogant, especially if we want to assume many of the essential premises that they adhere to.